Morning, guys. How are you? Happy Saturday. I am just lounging this morning and doing some homework and thought maybe it was time for a reading. I wasn't sure if I was going to continue doing these dailies on the weekends, but I figured why not. I am avoiding packing today. I have come to the conclusion that I am not prepared at all for this. And I have a couple quizzes due today for school, so I'm going to do the school thing today, but we'll try again tomorrow. No big deal. Yeah, anyway. So let's get the current energies for today. Current energies. All right, we got the Fool. Brand new beginning, guys. Brand new beginning. Oh my gosh. All right, this is going to be a reading. I can see it already. So, the Fool, brand new beginning. Alice going down the rabbit hole. And Cheshire Cat, looking like he's ready for whatever adventures she's going to find. Normally, our Fool would have his resources with him, but in this deck, in Alice's deck, she doesn't have anything with her. She is just flying blind with nothing. And I do mean blind because her eyes are closed. So, yeah, the beginning of a new adventure. Whew. All right. To the World. I mean, literally, you went from the beginning to the end in one card. This has all four suits in it. Our Alice here has defeated the Jabberwocky at this point and has come out the victor. With every new beginning, guys, there has to be an ending. Cycles can start and finish very quickly for you now. You know, we're talking about the energy of the clock and the time and whatnot, and the Chariot. The Chariot is a fast-moving energy. You guys got 3 major arcana in a row, all in the upright. 0, 21, and 7, all divisible by 7, I might add. I don't know what the math part is in there, but, you know, 7 times 3 would be 21, so 777. That might mean something to you. And then we've got the 2 and the 3 of spades behind her. 23, I don't know if that means anything to you. Anyway, she's got this flamingo, and normally the Queen of Hearts would use the flamingo and the hedgehog to play croquet. So it looks like Alice is trying to, but she might be too small for this game here. She is playing a game that she's not big enough to play. Yeah, she's got her eyes closed again. Nope, her eyes are open. She's kind of glancing down at that hedgehog, holding him steady with her foot, mind you. Keep your feet on the ground, I guess I'm hearing with that one. It normally means, let's see, action and change, a journey, a new vehicle. I don't see that here. She's not moving, and the flamingo's not moving, and the croquet, there's another little hedgehog over there that he's protecting, or sort of protecting. Yeah, I don't know about this Chariot. I don't see it as movement. We don't see that flamingo's head is going to hit that hedgehog anytime soon, and she seems to almost be protecting it from being moved. 3 major arcana. You cannot avoid these life lessons, guys. I mean, we've got Fool, World, and Chariot. New beginning, ending, quick moving, fast movement, travel. Games. Playing games that you're not ready to play. Be careful with that. Don't play games. You know, you've got this new beginning. You're trying to end something, trying to begin something new at the same time. And you know what that looks like to me? Procrastination. It should be moving very fast. This energy is normally a very fast-moving energy. It's not in this deck. Even, you know what? Even look at the card. He looks frustrated. Like, get on with it already, right? Get on with it already. Yeah, it's procrastination. I almost want to put that in the reverse, but we won't. Anyway, new beginnings, endings, fast movement, new beginnings. I don't know. Tell me about this new beginning. Four of Wands. Four of Wands is, oh, that's a lot of cards. All right, well, I already started reading them. Four of Wands is happiness. It's protection. She's building a home, but her home is built on a house of cards. All the cats looking at her. She's got her family all around, but she's taking a bite out of the apple and she's drinking the tea. Now, if memory serves, in the Alice in Wonderland movie, the tea pretty much made them all trip out. Made them all goofy. So maybe she is convincing herself that this is a loving, stable home, and it may not be. She's taking a bite out of the apple. That, to me, like from the Bible, if you think about that, you know, the tasting the forbidden fruit, if you will. And actually, guys, in the Bible, you know, Adam and Eve tempted Adam into biting the apple, and the apple represented, in my opinion, mind you, this is just my opinion, the fruit of knowledge, right? They wanted to know what life was like outside the Garden of Eden. So they bit the apple and fell to earth, and now they experience duality. They're away from the unity of heaven. And there's 3 cats here. And 3 cups of tea, 1 in her hand and 2 down here. So 33. But she seems content. I mean, she seems like she's happy in her home, but she might be fooling herself. She might be fooling herself. And then we've got the Strength card. Guys, more major arcana. Number 8, we went from 7 to 8 with the 4 of Wands in between. So the Strength card is that inner strength, taming the inner demons. It is taking control of yourself, and it's confidence. You know, it's not, my camera is just not focusing today, guys, sorry. In this one, she looks like she's protecting her inner self, protecting that doe deer energy of being attacked. And yeah, do you guys hear my dogs in the background? They've been fighting the whole time during this reading, and it's really starting to piss me off. Go lay down. Go lay down. Enough already. And sorry, guys. And Stella's about to make a debut on the camera. Quit hitting the camera. Go. Very weird energy today, guys. Very weird energy. My dogs have been fighting with each other all day. I don't know what that energy is all about, but I'm literally about to lock them outside. Anyway, back to strength. Protecting your energy, calming your energy, finding that inner strength to move beyond whatever overthinking you might be doing. You know, it's taming the inner beast, if you will. And that comes after the procrastination. You know, this is get your shit done. Just get it done. To the 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles is being left out in the cold. Normally. But she looks like she's being dragged away. Like, I think we talked yesterday about feeling left out, or maybe it was the day before, I can't remember. But feeling left out and understanding that whatever you're being left out of is not for you. It's not your path, it's not your journey, it's not your highest good to be included in whatever this is behind her. And literally I see this as her higher self, spirit, God, source, creator, dragging her away from what she thinks she wants. You know, we talked yesterday about the 3-year-old who doesn't want to take a nap. That's what I see in this card. It's you're being protected, you know, which you see the protection here too, right? You're being protected by being taken away. And it's a major life lesson for you to understand. And I don't know if you just saw that, guys. I have to point this out. My friend Mike made these for me. My little drink me potions to go with our Alice in Wonderland theme. And I loved it. It was awesome to see that at school yesterday. He left that near my computer. And I just thought that was the coolest thing. I'm trying to get it where you can see it. Anywho, and then to the Queen of Cups. She has made an appearance all week, guys, all week. And she is the embodiment of self-love. You know, we talk about this a lot. She's nurturing, she's healing, she's supportive. She helps you when you need it, but she waits to be asked. She doesn't offer advice unless she's asked to give advice. She understands how to help and how to heal without interfering, without intervening. There are times that an intervention may need to happen, but this is not that time. I don't feel like this is another person. You know, we talk about the court cards being people. I feel like this is you. You know, you've been on this journey, and it start and stop, start and stop, start and stop, start and stop. You know, we go through cycles, guys. We go through cycles, and every new beginning is a new beginning's end. What is that song? Every new beginning is a new beginning's end. I think it's Green Day. I can't remember. Anyway, you can't, you know, it's cyclical. You can't start something without finishing something else. And if you try to, then you burn out, then you're overworked, then you're hanging on to things that no longer serve you. That's not what we want to be doing here. Strength is knowing to let go of those things that no longer serve you. Take the lesson. Take the lesson from the Four of Wands. Take the lesson from what you thought was pure and utter happiness. And it may well have been at the time. It might be time to let that go. You know, you don't fit the story anymore. You're fooling yourself. You are drinking the cup of tea that is literally making you see things not as they are. I don't know how else to say that besides tripping. Anyway, and then protecting it, protecting that inner strength, finding the inner strength even to protect, so that you can be protected, so that you know that you are protected when you're left out of things. You know, having that inner strength, having this Queen of Cups love energy will show you, will know, you know, you'll know. Now you will. Let me start that over. Wait, stop, rewind. It will tell you from your higher self that these things that you're being left out of, that things that you are rejected from, these things that you thought you wanted to be a part of that are rejecting you or leaving you out, are always in your highest good. Queen of Cups knows everything. Everything is in everyone's highest good. She doesn't worry. You know, you guys, your cards are all upright. Your energies are all stable. You're not holding too much back. You're not giving too much away. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana and 3 minor arcana. And you go from the 4 to the 5 to the Queen. You completely skipped 6, 7, 8. And you've got all 3 suits here, right? So, it is really starting to piss me off that my dogs are being the way they're being, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm minorly distracted, but I'm going to try to get back onto this. 3 major arcana, 3 minor arcana, 4 major arcana, 3 minor arcana. Actually, I was right the first time. 3. Okay. Okay, guys, we're back. Yeah, I had to take a moment. The dogs were just really getting to me. We're actually going to sage the energy right now, because I don't really like the energy that I kind of got dragged into. I don't like to do these readings when I'm emotional in any way, shape, or form, whether it be good or bad, so I can read what's out there. And I feel like my own energy just filled the room. So let's get rid of that negative energy. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Namas. Namas. Actually, and we are going to burn some Palo Santo too. So, guys, everything means something. I'm sure we'll talk about it more after the reading, but just to kind of keep the voice part going while I cleanse. You know, there's a reason. I don't know, maybe I was going on a tangent that wasn't meant to be. Maybe I was reading the cards the wrong way. I don't know. There's usually a big interruption like that when there's something not right about the energy. So we have cleansed. My dogs are back, and they are still fighting, and they will go lay down because they know I am reading right now. Go lay down. Thank you, guys. Stella, go lay down. Go lay down. Anyway, back to the reading. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana, 3 minor arcana. Technically 3 major arcana because our Fool card, our Fool person, is me, is us. He travels through the major arcana. You know, he starts his adventure and then he ends it. And he's starting at the ending, which I guess makes sense with our Alice in Wonderland theme going, everything's backwards, right? We start at the end and we work backwards. We progress through, you know, we've got 4 to the 5 to the Queen. And we've got the 7 to the 8 with the major arcana. So you're progressing nicely from coming out of this ending, coming out of this cycle. These endings you're handling with strength. You know, strength centers are reading here. But I still feel like that 4 of Wands is you deceiving yourself. It's not the 7 of Swords, which I would expect to see on a deceiving yourself, but I don't like that she's drinking this tea. I don't like that there's 3 cups and only 1 person. It's almost as if she, you know, we can't see the people she's having tea with. You know, maybe that's the message there. You know, maybe you're having tea with your spirit guides. You know, animals are spirit guides, guys. And I do see, look at the pink clouds. Looks like cotton candy back there too. And you know, she's built her shelter. It's stable, but the house behind her, of course, is a house of cards. I don't know why I'm still drawn to this card. I'm gonna look at the cheat sheet. Why do I keep getting drawn to this 4 of Wands? It's homecoming, celebrations, family, friends, wedding. That's what I can say. Normally it's my wedding card, but maybe coming home is not what you're used to. It's, you're thinking everything is wonky, if you will, and it's not what, you know, when you've been wonky your whole life, coming home to reality, your reality, might feel as if you are not in your right mind. That's what I want to say, not in your right mind. But your spirit guides are all around you, and they're helping you. And you did taste the fruit of knowledge, you know, the forbidden fruit. And you are drinking tea. We talked a lot this week about my yogi teas. We talked in group the other day about having a self-soothe bag, and which I've actually been doing for quite some time. You know, there's certain things I have to have with me all the time in order to feel, I don't know, complete, whole, soothed, secure, like a security blanket, I guess, right? So I have this little bag. I don't have it near me right now, but I have some crystals, and I carry, when I find a yogi tea that I like, you know, the yogi teas, they have the little thing on the ends, on the ends of the tea bag that tell you a little, I don't know, fortune or something. When I find one that I really like, I throw it in that bag. Anyway, yogi teas might be a thing. Who knows? And then strength. I see Bambi here. I mean, I just keep seeing Bambi and like protecting. She's got her one leg up, her left leg up. Like she's almost protecting that feminine energy. It's very blue, so I see a lot of throat chakra, maybe third eye energy in that. And to the 5 of Pentacles. These 2 are very dark in comparison to the rest of the cards that are very light, right? So we've got maybe a bit of dark night of the soul happening here. Maybe you're coming into your spiritual awakening. That kind of makes sense, the spiritual awakening part, because you'd be beginning a new adventure in your spirituality, ending that 3D mentality of duality. That's funny, mentality of duality. I'm going to use that this week. And to the Chariot, you're moving into a higher vibration, right? You're moving into a new world. You're finding that inner strength in that dark night of the soul. You know, it's in those times that we cry. It's in those times that we surrender. You know, I can remember a time, I think it was, was it 1 or 2 years ago? No, it was 2 years ago. 2 years ago in 2021, February 27th to be exact. I happen to know that because it was my dad's birthday. And I remember going to the beach in Bullhead City, and it was storming out. And I got out of the car, I was by myself, and I got out of the car to go up to the river and to walk up to the river. And I noticed it started storming. And I'm like, great, of all the times, you know, I just wanted to spend some time by myself at the river. And I literally fell to my knees and just started crying and just, you know, just surrendering. Just, I'm done. I'm done. I need help. I need intervention. And it was very healing. It sounds really, I don't know, crazy, weird. Yeah, that's me. I mean, I don't mind. I can own it. But when I was done, you know, you're exhausted from the crying. You're exhausted from just giving up, you know, hanging on. It's kind of like when have you guys ever like just held your energy so tight, and if you do it long enough, you go numb. You don't realize that you're holding on that tension, that tightness, whatever. When you finally let go, this wave of relief comes over you. We actually did this in group this week too. You know, you had us tense every muscle in our body for like 2 minutes and then let go and just kind of feel what those things felt like. I feel like that's what this strength card is. It's understanding that it's in those times of defeat, if you will, when we feel defeated, when we finally do give up control and we finally ask for help, that we find that inner strength to move on, to go on. And that will help us understand that those things that we wanted to be a part of were not meant for us. You know, we asked for the help. We asked for intervention. We surrendered and gave up all the control. And the answer was to take you away. Take you away from those things that no longer serve you. Even if you can't walk away yourself. You know, we didn't get the 8 of Cups, but I kind of get that energy in here. And then that's when you find, you know, the new day, the new love of yourself. You understand that you don't need to be inside this building. You need to be outside. Outside is where you're going to find it. Outside of everyone else, which would actually backwards mean inside of yourself. Interesting reading, guys. I'm not really sure why the dogs did what they did, but I do feel like the second half of this reading, you know, after I paused it and cleared the energy, kind of went in a different direction, you know, and maybe I was just reading it, I won't say wrong, because there was something in there for someone. It might have been for me. Who knows? I don't know. But either way, hopefully you got something in all of this. It is a very intense reading. I'm literally like already kind of drained, and I'm feeling speechless, which you guys know me. I never get speechless. I didn't prepare for this reading because it's Saturday. Normally I get dressed and whatnot and have my jewelry on, and which I don't have and whatnot, but just kind of felt like not getting dressed today. I mean, all I have is homework, so why not, right? Let's get an oracle card to finish the reading. I am yeah, normally I have a lot of stories and stuff for you guys, but I'm just not feeling it. I can't come up with anything for that. It's a level of speechless that I am just not used to. So let's go with the oracle. Can we get a message for today, please? Message for today. Messages for today, please. Messages for today. You know why it's not asking, why it's not jumping? Because this is advice for today. Come on, Sonora, get your shit together. Yep, I swore again. Sorry, guys. All right, advice for today. Advice for today, please. Get some advice for today. Advice. Messing up my reading underneath. What's up, guy? Thank you. Shine bright like a candle. I like that card. It looks like oh my gosh, I know you guys. It'll come to me. Van Gogh, right? Van Gogh, A Starry Night or something like that. I can't remember the name of it. Look at the fire behind her. Like the old world is coming to an end and she's painting a new world, but she's sad to see the old one go. Shine bright like a candle. You'll make it through this. Guys, again, I feel like it's dark night of the soul. I don't know who's going through this. Maybe that's why I'm so speechless. Maybe that's why the reading got kind of interrupted by the dogs. Like everything is just burning to the ground. Even my words, guys, even my words are escaping me. We're going to read from the book for this one, since I have no words today. Oh my gosh, and look at the back of the book. Is that card? Blue Angel. Interesting. Interesting that we would get it twice like that. Whew. Yeah. So this is number 36 card. Shine bright like a candle. You know, I'm going to read the whole thing too, just because it's been a weird reading. You will make it through this. For it might end, you know, said Alice to herself, in my going out altogether. Like a candle, I wonder what I should be like then. You are changing, and all about you, everything seems unfamiliar. You're changing so much that you might be wondering if you will make it through this change. You may, like Alice, be thinking that if things keep going the way they are, you could go out like a candle and end altogether. But Alice does not cease to exist simply because she is unpredictable in an unpredictable situation, and nor will you. You have a bright and glorious light within you that will shine through all of the changes in your life, through every opportunity and perfect decision. It will shine despite the mistakes and hurts you may experience. The brightness within you is eternal and cannot be put out so easily. So despite the times when you fear the darkness lies ahead, know that the guiding light you seek is inside of you. When you receive this card, know that no matter how difficult or strange things seem to be, and no matter how much your life is altering, that you are a bright and shining soul. And you will continue to shine for a long time to come. Yes, you may wonder what would become of you, but do not torture yourself with the unnecessary worries or contemplate disasters. It is natural to feel a little anxious and to prepare for the worst. But trust this card. Your light has a long time yet to shine in this world. It will only grow brighter as your soul continues its marvelous journey through the wonderland existence. Your divine light is strong. You are radiant. Endurance, resilience will make it. Sorry, guys. You are radiant. Endurance, resilience, making it through a trying time. Hopeful failure. Wondering about life and death. Contemplating the purpose of your existence. Connections with the afterlife. That is the Dark Night of the Soul card, guys. Somebody's going through it. I don't think it's me this time. Usually I resonate a lot with these readings, but this isn't. I don't think it is. Maybe it's coming. Maybe it's just reading that night that I was talking about back in 2021. And maybe someone out there is going through that and needed to hear my story, I guess. I don't know. But you are a light. And even in the Dark Night of the Soul, guys, the light may, you know what, I do have a story for you, Yesterday, I think I told you guys I was talking about the candles that I thought had gone out. I thought I blew them out, and they weren't out when I got home. They were still lit, but only 2, and I light 6 candles every time I do these readings, and 2 were still lit. One on either side of my altar. It was actually, I think I can show you, it was that one over there, and that one over there. And the ones on the top were out. But anyway, so I was talking to my friend about it, and we're trying to figure, I'm like, you know, I know for a fact, like, I remember blowing them out. It wasn't like one of those things where you forget to lock the door and you know you did. You're like, I don't actually remember doing it. But anyway, I remember blowing these candles out. And all I can figure out from a scientific perspective, I guess, is sometimes you go to blow the candle out, it appears to be out, but there's a tiny little spark of a flame left, and it comes back. So that must have happened with these 2 particular candles when I left the house. And I feel like that's what this is, right? That's what this is, guys. It's that, you know, somebody tried to snuff your light out. Somebody tried to dampen your light. I mean, your light is your soul. It is your happiness. It is your joy. It's your bliss. It's everything that makes you you. And when someone else tries to extinguish that, they can never extinguish it fully. You know, they might try to blow that candle out, blow you out, if you will, and they see it as complete. They think they blew you out, but they didn't. There is a tiny spark left there, and it will ignite again. Another story I can tell you, I was sitting in my room, a few years ago, and I had stopped journaling and practicing spirituality for a while. So this was for about, 3 months, I guess. And I sat on my bed and I decided to start journaling again. And I looked up and I had a candle burning. It was one of those tall, like 7-day candles. It had burned down to the bottom and it was about to burn out. I mean, there was barely a flame there. And all of a sudden it got really big. And then it went back down. There was more to the story, but I won't share that part with you because it's a little crazy. But the point being, the flame could go down to almost nothing and then still come back and be brighter than ever. And that's what I think is happening here. You guys, you have these beginnings, endings, fast movement. You're not used to it. You're out of your element. You go through this dark night of the soul. You find your strength. You get protected from things that no longer serve you. And you come out on the other side like this. I mean, how beautiful is she? She's a queen. She's a queen. I got drawn to her ring finger again, and we have the marriage card. There might be something in there for you if this is relationship-ish for you. That's still on the horizon. We're coming into April. Maybe it'll happen in April. I know we talked about September last time, and 5 days, 5 months, 5 weeks. We got the Chariot is Cancer energy, which is the 4th or 5th house? I forget. I want to say it's 5th. And then we got the 5 of Pentacles. So 555 might be a thing too, guys. It might be. 36 would reduce to a 9, and that would be the ending. Maybe it's the end of the dark night of the soul for you. Paint your world, guys. Paint your new world. The old world is coming to an end, and Spirit is asking you to paint your own world. I often talk about speaking things into existence or writing your own story, retelling the story, rewatching the movie, but this one is painting. It's asking you to use that creative, childlike energy of painting. Maybe some of you are painters. I don't know. But it's a creative modality that I don't often subscribe to because I myself am a terrible artist, but that's okay because I don't think this is about me. So I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Weird reading. Sorry about that. We will talk about it after I watch it, which I'm sure I will cringe. And then you know what? Before I do sign off, I got this Kali Oracle by Alana Fairchild, and I don't have the book, so I don't often use it because I can't really interpret the cards because I don't know a lot about this deck. I don't know a lot about the goddesses and so forth, but I did get it because I am very drawn to Kali. But let's go ahead and draw a Kali card, and maybe I won't even read it for you. Maybe we'll just let you guys kind of meditate on it or whatever. But either way, maybe it'll mean something to you, maybe it won't. Either way, I felt called to pull one. So, Divine Goddesses, show me who's with me. Show me who's with us. Show me who's with us lately. Show me what Divine Goddess energy. Show me the Divine Goddess energy. Show me this energy. Who's with us today? Who's with us? Who's with us? Oh, Lord. This is interesting. I don't... Of course I would get the Dharma of Kali, because Kali is the only goddess I know how to read in this entire deck. It's the light in the dark, guys. Dharma is your... I don't even know how to explain it. I'm gonna let you guys look that up. But Kali, her purpose was to be the... oh my gosh, I can't think of the word. When a person takes the law into their own hands. What is that called? A vigilante. That's what she is. She's a vigilante. She cuts the heads off of people that needed to be removed from the earth, if you will. I do believe she usually you see her holding two heads, right? She was very feared. I know that, but her intentions were very good. She came off like a monster in some of the stories, but her intentions were to right the wrongs. I mean, I just keep getting that in my head. Right the wrongs, right the wrongs. Not to be an energy that came in with, I mean, she was a very destructive energy, but she destroyed darkness. You know, she destroyed these people that were just 100% dark and couldn't find their light. I think I'm just gonna tell you what's coming up in my head now. I don't know if this is actually what Kelly did or not, but the story I'm getting in my head is these people could not find their light, and her mission, if you will, would have been to remove them from this world so they can start over. You know, it was kind of like a mercy, like a Dr. Kevorkian kind of energy in that, and help them find their light, you know. And she had to meet them where they were. She had to appear and be this monster in order to bring them back to the light. So there might be something in there for you. The monsters, you know, we have these monsters in our world, guys, you know, Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber, these people that we just, Hitler, you know, we don't understand, and we never will, probably. I guess if you're me, I'll never understand Hitler, but there's a purpose, there's a reason for everything, and we don't often see what it is. And a lot of times it's that higher good, it's that highest good, it's that looking at the long term, right? Understanding that might not be for us to understand in this lifetime. But Kelly is with us. The Dharma of Kelly, right the wrongs, right your own wrongs, right, guys? Destroy your own I don't want to say destroy your darkness, because it's not about destroying your darkness. It's about assimilating your darkness into your light. And in an abundance of light, there can be no darkness. So very weird turn at the end there, guys. But I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to go watch this, and we will talk soon. Love and light. Hey guys, how's it going? So I watched a video. I actually had to watch it a few times. It was very scattered. It was very not my normal readings. I don't know if you can tell, but the dogs have calmed down. They were very, I don't want to say agitated, but they were really just rambunctious, I guess. They're always in the room when I read, and you don't often hear them too much. You know, you hear a noise here and there, but they were out of control today. Which kind of brings me to the first little thing I want to say. In the beginning of the video, I said I was not prepared, which is weird because I was. And then I said not focusing at one time. And then I said I was minorly distracted. The video cut. I actually had to pause my video to yell at my dogs because they were just, I couldn't focus on the reading. And so I paused it and reprimanded and then came back to the reading. And when I came back, I said my energy got dragged into, right? And when we looked at the Five of Cups, I had said it looked like she was being dragged. So I feel like, you know, the entire reading was pretty much Dark Night of the Soul. So I don't know if you guys know what that even is. The Dark Night of the Soul usually comes right before an awakening, a spiritual awakening. And what that is, and it can last, I don't know, a day, week, a month, a year, it doesn't matter, 10 years. But it's when you start to question your existence. When you find yourself asking, you know, what is it all for? You're on the cusp of that awakening. And the entire reading was that. I mean, it was scattered. It was not focused. And that's what will happen, right? When you go through this dark night of the soul, your everyday life seems to just be out of focus, right? You tend to just kind of float through your day like a zombie, like a robot, okay? Because your mind is elsewhere. It's on other things. We had a few different numbers today. So we had 777. That's a new one. I don't see sevens like that too often, at least lately. I did for a while and then I haven't anymore. But 777 is tuning out the noise. It's focusing on yourself, which I find synchronistic to the fact that I got very distracted by my dogs today and had to literally pause and then come back to get back to Zen or whatever you want to call it. But I had to tune out that noise behind me. I couldn't do it in the beginning of the reading. And you know, the reading took a very different turn after I came back from reprimanding the dogs, and it kind of tied in. You know, I tried to kind of bring it all together, but it went on a tangent. Okay, and I think I even said that in the video. And it could be that your path in life, you're being distracted from, you're being dragged off of. Maybe you are, because of this awakening, because of this dark night of the soul, because of this realization, if you will, you're starting to see bigger possibilities, more possibilities. And now that your awareness has grown, you know, what you thought you wanted isn't going to be what you wanted anymore. I think I said that at one point in the video too. 33 showed up a lot in the reading. And I looked that up specifically just because, you know, I tell you guys to think about what these numbers mean to you, but for some reason today I felt called to look up the numbers that showed up. So like I said, 777, focus on self, tuning out the noise rather. And then there was the 33, which is anything is possible. And it's about spiritual connections. So interesting that we got that, because that's part of the dark night of the soul. That's when you start to connect to yourself spiritually. And I do mean yourself, your higher self. You know, we're all our own higher selves. Stop. Now my dogs just came back in and they were literally just sleeping, and now they're going to piss me off again. But that's okay. The other thing was the quote from the song that I tried to quote. What I said was, every new beginning is a new beginning's end. It's not. It's actually an old beginning's end, or some other beginning's end. So, but I said new twice. So it's a new ending and a new beginning. You know, it's a new ending. Maybe you're ending things that you wouldn't normally have ended before. Maybe you're ending things that before anybody else can end it for you, which would be a new beginning, right? It would be new for you to be the one to walk away. Maybe there's something to that. The other thing we talked about a lot today about was drinks and tea. The new Drink Me potions, which oddly enough fell over in the reading when I was talking about finding your inner strength and that you can be protected. I found it funny that I said you can be protected, because of course I believe we are always all protected. So understanding that you are protected, or that you can be, or that you're worthy of it. Maybe, you know, we had the Queen of Cups. That's that self-love. I didn't mention the cups in the card today like I normally do, like I had all week, which is funny because we had teacups and tea and drinks. And then the one cup, you know, the one card that she was like, looked like she was toasting, really. I failed to mention that, but that's okay. Yogi tea and drinks. So I don't know, maybe there's something to that. It was funny that I mentioned the yogi tea because the Kali Oracle deck that I used at the end is kind of a yogi, Hindu, Eastern religion kind of thing. So I don't know, maybe there's some Buddhism or Hinduism or Eastern religion kind of vibe to the whatever it is that you're going through. Maybe you'll find protection and peace in that if you look that up. The Kali Oracle at the end, Dharma, I didn't actually define what Dharma was. And Dharma actually is the, oh, I wrote it down because I knew I'd forget. Where are you? Dharma, where are I'll come back to it when I see it. Oh, Dharma, right in the middle of my pad here. Individual's duty fulfilled by observance of custom or law, or it means divine law. So basically it's your purpose, finding your purpose, right? So Dharma is your purpose. And Callie, of course, I looked her up, and I put it, if you notice, at the end of the video, I kind of left it up there, what that card meant exactly. And I did look up Callie, and she is, you know, I was pretty dead on about her. She is the, she was feared. At the end of her little vigilante rant, if you will, she did stay very angry, and they actually were very afraid of her at one point, and they called on, I'm gonna butcher this, sorry guys, but they called on Lord, I can't remember his name. Okay, anyway, they called on the guy in charge, and to bring her to an end, or to do whatever they had to do to prevent her from continuing to kill. So when we go on these rants of making things right, you know, I talked about righting the wrongs and whatnot, you can get that momentum of just destruction, right? You're destroying the old, you're destroying these old ways of thinking. And, you know, House of Cards, so we talked about the House of Cards, everything's falling down, everything's being destroyed. Don't stay in that destructive energy. Don't stay in that energy of, I've got to burn it all to the ground. You know, we had a lot of cards that showed burning to the ground. Don't stay there, you know, just don't. The other thing we had, my dogs are about to hit this camera, so I'm going to hold it for a minute, because they decided to come back to life, I guess, if you will, and start to bother me again. But anyway, there was a lot, I said at one point in the video, there's a lot of cards, right? And then we had a House of Cards, and then there was 2 cards on the Chariot card. And of course we read cards, so there's something with cards. I mean, there was a lot of times I said cards. I don't know what that means. It doesn't mean anything to me. Might mean something to you. Just felt like I wanted to point that out. I did say, well, you know, a lot of cards fell. Well, I already started to read them, so I continued. And I felt like that was, you know, once something starts, once that ball starts to roll down the hill, if you will, there's kind of no stopping it. You know, once you've come into this dark night of the soul, this spiritual awakening, you can try to avoid it, but it's not going to stop. It's not. It's just not. Things are going to start to jump out at you. They're going to, I don't know. I mean, things are just going to, you're going to question a lot of things. And you're going to have to find some inner strength. You know, I'm just looking down at my pad. That was what jumped out at me. Finding inner strength was the drink. That's when the drink fell. You know, you got to drink in the new. Digest it, absorb it. And if you drink, you know, think about it, it's liquid. And water in the tarot represents love and emotion. You know, drink that in. They say, you know, drink it in when you're, what is that saying for? I don't even know. Like, drink in the sun, right? When you're sunbathing or whatever. But there's ways of drinking it in without physically taking a drink. And as I say that, I'm going to take a drink of my coffee, which happens to be in this cup today. Fill your cup. Fill your own cup, guys. Quit looking for it to be filled by someone else. And that's the Queen of Cups energy. You know, she fills her own cup. Maybe with yogi tea. I don't know. I think that's all I have written down to talk about. It's a very distracting reading today. And I did a few things in the video because I had time, really, because it's Saturday. Welcome to my Saturday pajama day. But I did a few things. I put a couple pictures in there and left them up there so you could read, especially with that Callie card, because I felt like I didn't really do it justice. So hopefully that means something to you at the end. But Callie, I mean, it could be California. I don't know. Something just jumped out at me to say that. You know, I don't know. Do you need to go to California? Maybe. Are you from California? Are you going to California? What is that Led Zeppelin song? It just jumped in my head. Going to California with an aching in my heart. Dark Night of the Soul would be an ache in your heart. It would be really just needing to find yourself. You know, I'm looking at my wall over here, and I've got a tapestry that says, "Lose your mind, find your soul." There's something to that. Anyway, guys, very weird reading. Hopefully tomorrow we get back on track, and my dogs have once again calmed down. So I'm gonna get back to my homework and put this video together for you. So you guys have a wonderful Saturday. You know what? Take some time and do some self-care. You know, do some self-care. I think I need to do some. I'm probably gonna take a salt bath and just kind of relax. I started to pack today, and I just, yeah, I don't know. I got a little bit done, but you know what? I got 3 boxes done, and we will call 3, of course. We're calling that a win. It's more than 0 boxes, and it's not quite the 45 bazillion boxes I need to pack, but it's a step in the right direction, right? And that's all we can do is take 1 step in that direction. So, all right, I'm gonna leave it there, guys, because now I'm babbling. So I love you so much, and you guys have a wonderful day. Much love and light.